Former Motley Crue vocalist John Corabi is weighing in on the recent announcement that longtime Crue guitarist Mick Mars would be retiring, saying he doesn't exactly believe that statement and feels as though it's possible Mick Mars might have been forced out of the band. Now, before we get into that, we have a lot of returning viewers. Welcome back and thanks for watching Rockfeed. If you haven't yet, please take a quick second and hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support this channel. Former Motley Crue singer John Corabi said on a recent episode of the Life in the Stocks podcast that he wasn't entirely convinced that Mick Mars made the decision to retire on his own and floated the possibility that Mars might have been forced out of the band. He said, "I do have an opinion. I will just say this. I know John well. He's a brilliant, and I cannot say brilliant loud enough. He's a brilliant guitar player and a great dude. But the verdict for me is still out until I hear a statement from Mick. The statement that we heard was put together by Motley and their people, and I'm not totally sure what they're saying, so I'll just leave it at that." He said later, "I don't totally believe Mick's reasons for leaving Motley, and I don't even know if he left Motley. I believe maybe he was shown the door, because as long as I can remember, when we were doing the Generation Swine record, they were complaining about us playing then, and if you really look at all the records they've done since then, the majority of the guitars on the Swine record, which is one of the reasons I sued the guys, are mine. They were complaining about Mick the whole fucking time. And I don't know if he played on New Tattoo. I'm not sure. But I know Red, White, and Crew, it was DJ Ashba. On Saints of Los Angeles, it was DJ Ashba. And on The Dirt, it was John 5. I don't know. I could be totally wrong about this, so don't run around and fucking whatever, put it in print yet. But I'm just saying, I'm waiting for Mick's response. The one that we've all heard came from Motley and their management." Corabi then added there was something else that was kind of bugging him about this announcement. He said, "Because since that announcement came out, I've reached out to Mick and his wife a few times, and Mick hasn't responded at all. And I sent his wife, she's from Switzerland, so when I was there last week, I sent some photos of the Alps. I was in the Alps, and I wrote to her, I said, 'Hey, I'm in your motherland,' and she wrote back. Then I came back and I was like, 'Hey, man, how's Mick?' And she goes, 'He's fine.' And I said, 'Hey, what's going on?' Crickets. So it's kind of unusual behavior for Mick and his wife. They would normally just be like, 'Yeah, dude, everything's cool, whatever.' He added, 'I don't know if he's embarrassed or he's maybe, who knows? Maybe he's angry and maybe he's being told not to say anything to anybody. Maybe there's going to be a lawsuit. I don't know. But I just kind of know how those guys operate, and I would not be surprised if they didn't say, 'Mick, look, you're in pain. We've got John 5. We're going to bring him in. Maybe throw him a bone. Like every time they tour, throw him some money. But we're going to move forward with this guy. It wouldn't surprise me.' He said, 'Now this is all a theory. I know about as much as you guys do, but personally, I don't believe a word of that statement at all.'" Now, for his part, Mick Mars did release a statement in late October to Variety, and they attributed this decision to retire to his ongoing battle with ankylosing spondylitis, a condition he has dealt with for many years. That statement read, "Mick Mars, co-founder and lead guitarist of the heavy metal band Motley Crue for the past 41 years, has announced today that due to his ongoing painful struggle with ankylosing spondylitis, he will no longer be able to tour with the band. Mick will continue as a member of the band, but can no longer handle the rigors of the road. AS is an extremely painful and crippling degenerative disease which affects the spine." Motley Crue has announced a number of tour dates next year with John 5. You can see that full touring schedule on Motley Crue's official website. For those of you who have not yet subscribed to Rockfeed, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and check out the recommended video up on your screen.